What right do you have to play Duke Nukem 3D? You gotta fight for your right for game. Yeah. That's okay. Wow, I sound half-baked today. What is a day, anyway? A miserable pile of minutes. It's quite a big pile, that. Wow, we're getting really down to earth again, like with episode 3. It'll stop feeling like that for long, but you know, enjoy these weird novelty levels while they last. Those are probably the best, as you know, from episode 3. We'll get plenty of that stuff, won't we, Mr. Nukem? Yes, Mr. Wolf. Yes, Mr. Nukem. Very good, Mr. Nukem. Mr. Anderson.
Rockin'.
Mr. Smith. Oh boy. No copyrights were violated in the making of this video. I swear to God. Please don't kill me, Disney. Please. Please. So this was Babeland.
Damn, that was annoying.
It's basically, what if Disneyland in California was instead Duke Nukem Land?
Want some?
You can imagine that's going to go down. Very skimpy. That's how it's did, and it's not for children. So you can forget that right now. This is an adult theme park. Yeah. Man, another good novelty level I enjoy a lot. Why is there another Mickey Mouse bootleg? Actually, what is he supposed to be exactly? I don't know. Okay, that's how many pixels tall I gotta be. Okay, alright. Good thing I have Duke Nukem to tell me how high Duke Nukem has to be. How high are you? And Donkey Kong's like, I'm on 50 milligrams of weed. That's how high I am. Yeah, Seth Rogen joke all of a sudden. That's right. Did it again. Weren't expecting that, were you? Wait, is the music unique for episode 4 also? I didn't think of that. I think it is. There has not been and none of the music in this game has really been reused, besides the callback to the grab bag theme, it seems like. So, alright. It's gonna be interesting hearing all this stuff again in other, like, maybe not expansions, but in other level sets that don't actually change any attributes other than the level design, right? I gotta say, I think maybe I know why there's more Doom than there's Duke Nukem 3D mods. And the answer is very simple. It's easier to make something abstract than something realistic like Duke Nukem 3D in terms of design, even though the engine's pretty easy to use as well as a level editor. That probably explains it. Or, again, it's just because of the Duke Nukem license falling out of favor due to Duke Nukem Forever, blah blah blah. You know that story. At least you should, if you're following my ass around. But I don't care to point out the faults. Yeah, the facehuggers are back. I think I learned what their actual name is. It's like the Protozoid Slimer, so a protozoan, right? Yeah, I guess they're amoebas that eat your face. Canonically, according to instructions, or something, they attack you by draining your brains through your nose. Ow. And yes, brain fluid can actually leak through your nose, in case you're wondering. It's very terrible. Hey, guard! Am I allowed to go in my own fucking theme park? I guess not. Alright, our first order of business is to go to the D-Cup ride. Haha. Yes, it's hilarious as a pun. It's really not. It's just, it's cringe the game. No, it's fine. I don't mind it. Dun, 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 dun. You play weird lowbrow game, you lose subscriber. Gaming Wolf, other Gaming Wolf is my best friend now. I'm the only one original Gaming Wolf. I have this funny thing where there's this teacup ride. This is fun. I don't have a diving suit though. But like, I've had the Gaming Wolf persona for years. And by years, I mean at least a few decades almost now. And it is hilarious to have some upstarter being like, that's my name! Hey! Like some 13-year-old will be like, I was practically 13 when I made that. And, you know, the point I'm trying to make is, non-original names notwithstanding. No, the point I'm trying to make is, there's a lot of people that think that they're me in my email. The only reason I've let this happen for so long, besides the companies not understanding that you can't just accept anyone's email because other people are falsely signing up to it, is that since so many people are doing it by now that have no understanding, that I don't think there's organized groups doing this. I think there's just so many people doing this thing is a common mistake, you know, like calling a wrong phone number, that I just let it happen because logically, by having this many people do it on so many companies, including Google, and Google I think has figured this out, you know, because they're trying to do it through another Gmail or something. It's like, what? So there's so many people doing this that I just let it happen because they can't possibly use legit contact information if everyone's doing it all at once. It's the ultimate insecurity, is people running around and doing it for you inexplicably, just by everyone pretending that they're you and not actually being you. It also lets me know what services not to use that actually accept that crap. You know?
Cool.
You know, you just use any old email to sign up for shit. I know people have done that for children's games. It's like, oh, are you the parent? I'm just like, no. I don't even know who you fucking are. Or someone. Either way, you'd sound like I'd be annoyed, but there's been no actual fraud committed under my username as far as I know. Other than other people who have had a similar name over the years without actually using my email. There's been a couple instances like that, but they've been few and far in between. And they're actually legit people. Like, these aren't just people who think they're me.
Cool.
But they're just surprised that something so common could be thought of. It's part of my shtick now, though. It's an artifact title. Oh yeah, coming down the shoot-up range, you have to shoot these 2 targets down and no other targets in order to open that. And for some reason, going to that red key chamber counts as a secret, even though it's required. There's another thing like this later in this episode. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that's a shooting gallery for you. Kind of funny. So yeah, I take it in stride, being like, it's an artifact hub, and now it's like, yeah, if you're making a name for yourself at like the age of 13 and you wanted to stick around forever, I was like, okay, I'll deal with this. You know, it's like a passage right of the internet. But it's just been too generic. Now my shtick is being generic, except I'm not as generic as I seem. There's a lot of hidden depths to this Gaming Wolf persona, as you'll find out. Or as you've probably already found out. But it just kind of goes with, like, I'm the false everyman. The truth is, I could possibly get along with many. But I am not a representative of many people. That's the difference. And the whole wolf thing. You want to hear the origin of that? Why I chose wolf? Besides, oh yeah, they're so cool. Like, that's the short answer. The long answer is, I would have been that guy that was wearing the Free Wolf shirts. So, like, I like the Native American spirit culture for a little bit. It's true. And that was something I was getting into during puberty. Like, around the same time. So that must have been awkward. It was. It's not like I talked about a thing when I didn't. But I kept the wolf persona. So persona, I didn't think about what furries were at the time. Not that it mattered, because it actually doesn't. So if you ask me if I'm furry, I'll be like, that question doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I am or I'm not. I don't give a shit. And if you're a furry and you follow me, that's fine too. You can follow me, I don't care. I'm subculture friendly apparently. As long as you play by the rules. So, invariably that means I have a lot of probably furries on. That's okay. I used to have a thing against... I had the false perception of it once because I didn't know many at the time. So, I thought it was just weird. And I wasn't being very polite about it.
Damn,
I got over that relatively quickly. Or it didn't take, let's say, I got over these phases every year when I'm not understanding what kind of person someone is. It happens every year. Alright, let's explain the rest of this now. I've gone through the basic parts of the level. This is the main part of the level I want to talk about, is the Babes of the Caribbean ride. Alright, we're going to take all the items from these boats, I guess, for lack of a better term. And then we're going to take a canal ride. But to actually get to the rest of the level, you have to go off the beaten path, which means you need your boots or a jetpack. I would say use boots, because I'm going to need a jetpack for that latter area. Trust me. I guess I get vibes to that train level I did, only slower. And not as risky. Except when I get to the part I need to. That part's risky. I've been waiting forever, man. Can't I just get on now? I want to get there right now! My grand design. What's some other subcultures? I don't know. There's some. I like people who go after cult classics. That's always fun. I think there's some games I play that are cult classics. I'd like to show you. Hey! Okay, you can't... Luckily for us, we cannot kill this dog. This doggo is safe. 10 out of 10 doggo. I don't know why it became cool to call them doggos, but it's fine sometimes. I'll still call them dogs. It'll stop being cool after 10 years. It doesn't really matter. It's one of those things where people just say the same things and they catch on and you don't understand where it came from, but that's memes in general, my friend. There doesn't need to be an origin point. It's like... It's almost a rebellion of copyright MMOs. It's like, what if everyone says it? Then it's like, whose idea was it? We don't know. It was everyone's idea. Collectively, at the same time. There's downsides to that, of course. It's people making money off of it. Is there like an auction? Yeah, that said auction. Are we auctioning like, oh god, I think we're auctioning like prisoners. I'm not into that whole thing. I guess back in those times, in the ages of piracy, there probably was auctions for slaves, actually. I refuse to talk about it any further, because it's pretty obvious that it's not a good idea. Anyway, this is just a sort of sexy rendition where it's like, you know, if you're into the whole S&M stuff, it's like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm your slave, baby, yay. Dominate me all day, yeah. Anyway, yeah, that guy in the pig cop in the card didn't really show up or whatever until you go around this area. So I thought I had just missed him. No, he just has to spawn back behind you. I'm pretty sure. I'm not certain, because they're very subtle.
Yo ho ho and a bottle of Jack.
All right, we have confirmed Duke Nukem to drinking Jack Daniels instead of rum. Whatever. I wonder if he'd do a Jägermeister. Maybe. What is Duke's choice? You know what? That's the character trope for Duke Nukem. It's not necessarily egoism. I mean, yes, but it all comes down to self-indulgence. That's what Duke Nukem is. That is how you define this character, is complete self-indulgence. That implies ego, the need for booze and sex, and lots of other things. That's what it is. And vanity. S's entire character is self-indulgence. And considering what action movies are, and what those protagonists are like, I'd say, yeah, that's the case. You know, it's an escapist fantasy, taken to its logical extreme. Aren't a lot of video games like that back then? For the boys and the men? Actually, yeah. And most are, still. But that focus has gone away as the market has shifted towards we want to sell to literally everyone now, because we don't know where else to get the money. I hope I explained some things for you. It certainly explained them to me, but, you know, it's not like I would have known about it at the time. I was just like, wow, cool, video games, not thinking about what's going on around me. I'm putting the smack dab on this joke. Okay, I have the diving suit now. We can stick around and kill some sharks. And is that a wall? Like, the wall is water. I unfortunately get hit a lot by cannonballs in this area. I'm sure I could have avoided that, and I didn't. But I just let it happen. So, If you want to complain about no damage runs, please do so. I'm sorry I'm not perfecto Jesus, man. Oh no, the acoustics in here! It's just like in that one part of episode 1 with the toxic dump or something. Dun. That's what it reminds me of. And there's always octobrains around those areas, and they're always underwater too. And around toxins. That's just how it goes. Like, obviously they'd work in the air too, but again, like bloopers.
Someone's gonna take a long walk up a short gangplank. Cool.
I know it's pirate speak. Is that a reference to something in particular? Also, what does that light switch do? What the hell? I don't know if I figured that out. Also, wow, teleporter. Okay. Some weird teleports in this level. I love it. Dun, 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 dun. I was just double checking my work. Something I want to do. Okay. Oh, they just called the air tank. Well, I'm here calling the scuba suit being a lameoid. Isn't that wonderful? Do ba da ba doo. Boop doop doo. Ba ba doo ba doop doo. Doop doop doo 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 doo. Boop doop doo doo. Ah! Try it again. Oh, I see. There's another Battlelord guy again. Great. I'm so tired of his shenanigans by now. He can just show up wherever he wants. I'll be ready for him now. You can't do shit to me anymore. I am the Supremo. What is a Supremo? About 350 with cheese.
Holy
With cheese, I said. Battle Royale with cheese. I think that's every Fortnite clone. A Battle Royale with cheese. That's what they are. I like how that became popular because of the Japanese thing. Even though that's not appreciated. Epic's like, I'm gonna take this. Epic would just sell their older titles. I wouldn't mind so much. Oh well. I can still play Jill the Jungle for free. In fact, maybe I should just go LP Jill the Jungle. I could. It's got a sword a little better. It's kind of a messy game, actually. A little bit. Actually, early Epic games are hard to get, like, the right versions for, because they're so vastly different. I don't know how this happened, either, but it kind of did. For some reason, you could just waltz in here. And that's good enough for me, because that's, that's the atomic health thing I didn't know how to get to at the start of this level. That's where it was. You get it from this side. It's absolutely crazy. I love it. Authorized personnel only. Oh, only authorized personnel get to leave.
See you in hell.
Has anyone ever been on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride? I haven't been really much of an amusement park guy, but I know my reason. And that's the roller coasters. I cannot do roller coasters. Trust me. The last time I tried something close to that, I freaked out because what was happening was like, I'm not like, my body's not sturdy enough to be held in there, so I really felt way too loose for that thing. Not to mention the context of my stomach possibly leaving my face. So, yeah. If it wasn't for the fear of falling, it'd definitely be the queasiness, and I really hate being queasy. Honestly, I'm a fragile fucking game wolf, aren't I? I guess I am, right? Blow the aliens up. I blow them up with my gun, and then I say, how do we do this? Is that... I guess that laser's gonna show. Shit, I'm shrunken. They've shrunken the Duke, honey. Honey, I shrunk the Duke. But yeah, there's just a laser shooting from there. I don't know how to deal with that right now. I'm just gonna go away from it and forget it exists. That's it for Babeland. Jesus, what an interesting trio of levels so far. That being the Duke Burger, the shopping bag, and now this. I hope this keeps up. It's really interesting. I love stupid shit like I like stupid levels like this. They're great. I get some more normal levels too. That's okay, but little silly ones like this, they're the best. They're the best part of Duke Nukem, I think. Alright, see you next time when we go to Pigsty. I don't know the joke behind it, but I do know what kind of level it is. You might enjoy it too. See you there.